Only 17% of Germany's refugees have jobs, and Jonas Kibron is one of them. His education was cut short by conscription to the Eritrean army, so his options were limited in this increasingly high-skill economy. Jonas's lucky break came from a Berlin charity.
I go to this camp for refugees. I go there and I ask for she. She said, no problem, I find job for you. And she come here and ask for the chef, the boss. And then the process is starting. And then she find me work.
It hasn't been so simple for the majority of new arrivals, most of whom are of working age but lack appropriate skills. Germany's Commissioner for Refugees recently warned that up to 3/4 could still be unemployed in 5 years' time. At one point, Germany's historic decision to open its doors to refugees 2 years ago looked disastrous for Angela Merkel. And yet here we are now, less than a month before voters head to the polls, and it's arguably not even the dominant issue on the campaign trail. In fact, the majority of Germans believe the Chancellor has the situation under control. Indeed, long queues outside reception centres are long gone, application wait times are down, and government has poured resources into language and integration classes. On the world stage, Germany has led calls for a long-term strategy to deal with migration. Journalist and author Robin Alexander's new book claims there was no grand plan initially, though. In fact, he says politicians were racked with indecision.
They prepared to shut the border and to send refugees back. Even the border police was in place, there was a plan, they stopped the trains from Austria for 20 hours, but in the very last minute they refrained from giving the order. When people were coming in by large numbers, then they started, we have to make a new plan. And then they moved on quickly, but that was developed after the real event, the opening of the border, already had happened.
Some economists worry the Labour policies that have since emerged may still be insufficient.
10 or 12% have an academic degree of the refugees. Okay, I think we will have no big problems to integrate, but in some professions we will have problems. In Germany we do not need a Syrian lawyer, for example. Problem is to integrate the unskilled workers, and most of the refugees are unskilled.
Germany may have saved Jonas's life, and it's now helping him build a new one, while most of those who fled here continue to struggle. Guy Henderson, CGTN, Berlin.